Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're working on the Wyoming All-State Band Etude number 1. This is set 3 from 2002. This is the Gallop, and it's the bass clarinet excerpts. This one's a little bit tricky for people, and I'll just kind of give you a little overview of it, and then I'll play through it for you. So the first thing is, I've gotten a couple questions about this. In measures 22 and 23, the low D. Not all bass clarinets have a low D, and that's fine. There's a $10,000 to $12,000 difference between clarinets that have one and clarinets that don't. So if you don't have one, don't stress about it. The suggestion I would have is just play it up an octave. If you do have the low C, low C or the low D, which comes with it, I'm going to play the E flat on the right and the D on the left. I'm not going to use the thumb key. I've got thumb keys back here. If you have a low C, you probably do too. This is going to be my D key here, but I'm not going to use it because it's a little bit of a messy transition getting from one to the other. The next thing is 17 through 23 also trip people up in terms of the rhythm of it. And with this one, I want to feel the dance of it. I want to feel it kind of bounce along. I don't necessarily need to re-beam it or re-bar it to make it fit into the 2/4 unless you're really trying to practice with a metronome, and then you're going to have to do that. It will work out evenly. You just have to move the accents a little bit. But the dance of this one is a lot more important than it is on the soprano clarinet one. So what I'm going to do to practice this is sing through just the eighth notes. Don't worry about the pitches and stuff for now, but just sing through the eighth notes and try to keep that eighth note steady. Maybe even put a little bit of what's called an agogic accent, just means a little extra breath accent on there, to try and bring out the longer part of the meter. And so I'll show you and it'll make a little bit more sense. So I'm going to start at measure 16 and I'm going to end at the downbeat of measure 25. And I'm going to sing the eighth notes. I'm not going to use numbers. I'm not going to use words. I'm just going to say da da da. That seems to work pretty well for me. So da 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 da. Okay, practice it that way. If you want to conduct through it like I did, that helps keep me on pace, but making sure that you keep those eighth notes even. The last little bit to go with this is that it's staccato, it's fast. Don't get too heavy with the staccato or it's going to get slow. Okay, so light tongue, as always, tip of the tongue, tip of the reed. Bring out the accents where he gives them to you, but definitely, if you need to play it under tempo to make it clean and keep the style, it's better to lose a couple points because you've got plus or minus 5 on this thing, but it's better to lose a couple points for tempo than to lose a bunch of points because you screwed something up. Okay, so here we go.